Hey, Crusader back here today, loading up a quick fight match on Fight Night Round 4, playing George Foreman versus Muhammad Ali. Yes, with the recent news of his passing, I thought it would be appropriate to take a break from my own Fight Night career and load up one of the greatest heavyweights of all time as we do a little bit of boxing today. Of course, if you remember when Ali and Foreman did fight in real life, Ali did the famous rope-a-dope where he bounced against the ropes and let Foreman punch himself out, and Foreman was knocked out. And so that was a famous loss in his career, which he didn't have very many of. And he never got a chance to avenge it, I don't believe. So this is his chance right now. Now I'm a lefty in real life, as well as how I always play. So playing as a righty is a little bit of a challenge for me. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, here they go again, Muhammad Ali and George Foreman. We all know what happened with the rumble in the jungle. How does that play in the mind of George Foreman having to face Ali again now?
Whether or not Foreman,
I gotta remember to go right-handed here. I keep wanting to throw lefts, which maybe that'll throw him off.
This is a guy that had his will
there we go.
pulled out of his soul, out of his chest.
Man, he wears a high guard. I wonder if he did that a lot.
A physical beating. That's an emotional, tumultuous beating. That's something that you just don't come back from.
He's got a lot higher stats than my boxer. I can tell just by the way he's moving, the speed of his power.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left-hand score.
Good job.
Good work with the uppercuts. Nice job there. Seconds to go here in this round. Able to cover up that gut.
Oh. Of course, Foreman, famous for his grills. That's how many people got familiar with him after his career was over. They, were born afterwards and never really heard of him. They knew about that, and his grills were excellent, actually. Actually, somebody from church just gave us one a few months ago. Said, well, it's a lot bigger than I need. I don't need it, and you got a big family, which we do. And so I said, yeah, we'll try it out. And it's got these interchangeable plates, so you can make waffles on it as well as the grilled food. It's really good.
Into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes
Muhammad
you
Ali's fast
about throwing a punch later on.
I don't know. I think he probably got me on that round. I know how that goes. All right. So we both ended up with about the same stats. I'm not going to do anything. And Ali's not healing anything either. Smart. So we're skipping.
Here we go. Round two.
All right.
Underway. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by George Foreman. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Nice block by Foreman.
All right, we're getting in on Ali a little bit. Good.
Took a shot. Now he gives a left. He returns the favor with an uppercut. Parries that punch away.
As a righty, I think using that lead left hook can be a real positive.
George Foreman, and I suppose we would start with that, the size.
And the size is one of his great strengths. And usually, not always.
I'm getting a lot of body shots in on Ali, so I'm hoping that'll wear down his stamina.
If he's set on his feet at a certain distance, and you think of the power punches with George.
Oh, nice slip on his part. Oh, missed that. Darn it. What's his special?
He has a really
okay.
Sledgehammer left
Never used it, so.
How about that exchange? Lands flush with the combination upstairs.
Oh, missed a big body shot. Bummer. Get those body shots in.
He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Comes right back at him with a left hand.
Come on, back up. All right. I start off real strong in this round, but I feel like I've really fallen off. This is one of those rounds where, depending on how the judges score it, you lose that. You lose it because of not necessarily you weren't as good, but you didn't do as much towards the end. Yeah, he landed a lot more punches than me too. What's he gonna heal?
Because he's used to making other guys swell.
He went all stamina on that one. I figured he would. I'm gonna skip it and just save the points for now. I'm all right.
He's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs.
Oh boy, rocked.
That uppercut got him badly.
All right, I think I'm gonna just back up here. There we go.
Tough to have a discussion about Muhammad Ali without bringing up the name of Smokin' Joe Frazier.
There we go. I ended up getting a good counter punch in on him. Body shots are good.
Dancer of all time had to have Ginger Rogers, and you do need somebody.
Oh, another good body shot. Good.
And he found that person. He found that person.
Oh, what an uppercut! Flattened him. Crunch. Right off the edge of the jaw. Love it. What power.
After being knocked down, be interesting to see how he responds here.
You know, we've always been able to see how he responds in a physical way and in an athletic way. Great. I mean, he has everything.
Oh, he's on wobbly legs there.
The real package, the full
Oh no.
package. What is in
Get
the
off me.
heart? What is in the soul? What is in the mind of Muhammad Ali?
He was damaged moments ago, but now he's got his feet back underneath him.
I should have had him down a second time. I can't believe I misplayed that, but my stamina was too far down. If I took one shot, I would have been down.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark.
Good round.
End of the round.
All right. I can't believe I messed that one up so bad. I should have had him down a second time. Yeah, he's doing all health. I'm going to play this time and do all stamina recovery. I don't need to worry about the cuts unless I feel like I'm going to lose due to cuts. Because it's a one-and-done fight, so no worries on that. So.
And you forget what you knew when you came in. That wasn't going to be an easy night. You're going to have to bring all the tools out of the tool shed, and it's important.
So his health took a beating, and he did recover some, but his health is still pretty low. I'll give Ali credit. He's coming back firing on this round.
Muhammad Ali is trying to get back in this round after being knocked down.
I wonder if that uppercut's... I'm kind of going for it a lot here at the beginning of this round because it's what I slipped past him. I don't know if he's going to try to guard against it more, if they think that way or not, but that's kind of what I'm thinking right now.
You know, get his senses back a little bit, and you have to talk to him. Once he calms down, once you physically get him back on track, you look to see if he's okay, and then you have to
good
tell him
right
why
hooks
he
to the
got
head.
to begin with.
Halfway through this round here.
Oh, I did hit it. Just didn't get the same effect that time.
Yeah, it makes him feel comfortable. And,
oh, man, I put my block down instead of up. That was my mistake.
About it, but to be quite frank, he has the kind of personality.
Oh, yeah, another good
you know,
shot.
he wants to be the boss. You know, he wants to be the guy that stands out in the room. So he has guys
oh, I didn't get my block up again. Okay, calm down. I'm going to have to do a health recovery on the next one, probably. It's getting a little low.
You're going to see
I assume this is a 12-round fight, but I really don't know.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Muhammad Ali's got a bad cut now that's opened up on his cheek.
All right, not a bad round for me, I don't think.
extraordinary job of
Let's see, what's he gonna
giving his
heal?
opponent the
Did a
chance
little
to
bit
get
of
back
health.
in
Now
the
he could
fight.
only
Just
do
like
a
we saw
small
in that last round
heal
there. He's
because,
way up on your score.
oh no, he could do a medium. Yeah, he couldn't do a large because he didn't have enough points, which is great. He's using his points on a quick little heal, so hopefully I'll be able to do some more damage than he can heal. That's the goal here now, is hopefully he keeps his points low and he keeps wasting them instead of saving them. Like me, I'm like, okay, if I just save a little bit, I can do a bigger heal in a little while, but he'll just do them in smaller chunks, and then hopefully I can wear him down some more. To the greatest to ever do this sport right here. Of course, George Foreman is, I don't know if you want to say his claim to fame, but one of the reasons he's really known is after he retired, the first time, he became a preacher. And I believe the story is he had a ministry to endangered youth, like homeless youth or kids living on or messing around on the streets too much, and he wanted to give them an opportunity to have life not on the streets, and the drugs, the gangs, the alcohol, the violence that goes along with a lifestyle like that. So he wanted a youth center for him, but the problem was it was going broke, didn't have enough money to keep it running, and so he was trying to figure out, how can I raise money for this? Ministry sure didn't bring in a lot of money, and he goes, well, the one thing I know how to do is fight. So he decided to get back in the ring to raise money for his ministry, to see if he could still get in the ring. And after just a few fights, he got a heavyweight title fight against Michael Moore, and he was 45 years old, the oldest to ever, I don't know if he's the oldest to ever fight for the title, but he was the oldest to ever win the title when he did it. And the amazing thing is, you got to appreciate the power of George Foreman. He goes against this much younger guy, and he throws this little punch late in the fight, too. It's like the 10th or 12th round, and it's just this little right hand punch, looks like the softest little jab you've ever seen, and he drops Michael Moore with, he's just out, like he's done. And I still remember watching it. I rewatched that replay 100 times, and I just watched it here recently too, after he passed on less than a week ago. And I was just watching it, and it's like, he barely touched him. How did that happen? And Foreman talked about it afterwards, said he actually had been working that punch for the whole fight, setting it up, setting it up, setting it up. And I believe him. I mean, he did. But it was just an incredible moment watching that take place. And so anyway, he won the title, had a few more good fights before he ended up retiring for good, but he made plenty of money, and then he got into the promotional product business, of course, and his ministry was fine. So he preached, and he helped the endangered youth of his area. I think he lived in Texas. I don't know if it was Houston or not, but I think it was Texas. Anyway, so what an amazing life story for this guy. All right, Ali's health is definitely taking a beating. He healed very little on that last one. He only had like 11 or 12 points, and he used them. So that he's getting real small heals at this point. So it's going to be important that I try to work his health a little bit more. I think his stamina is way down. Not way down, but it's down. Of course, there's the dual effect. If you work his head, not only do you take down his health, you also take down you increase his cut, and he may want to heal if I have a big cut on him.
Muhammad Ali's box is not going to the body at all. He'd be so well served to do it, though, Teddy.
Yeah, but his opponent doesn't want him to. So, he doesn't want to go against what his opponent doesn't want him to do, because his opponent would love to keep throwing to the head, because, he can see those coming.
Well, I'm going to keep throwing those body shots because that's what I have available to me right now. Oh, there, he covered up for that one. All right, come on, George.
Right back downstairs. George Foreman's making for a trainer's dream right now. Picking his shots, Teddy.
All right, I got to heal some stamina for sure. I'm getting really low.
Being very accurate.
Yeah, the old timers would say he's a real sharpshooter. That's exactly what he's doing. He's not missing much.
That's good.
George Foreman, originally
Good round.
Marshall, Texas, whereas
all right, 60% for, or 12% points for landing 60%. He only landed. All right, what's he gonna?
We've had a lot.
All right, he did stamina recovery. Makes sense.
Boxing has saved.
We'll do the large bag ice there, and I'm gonna hold off on anything else. All right, round 7.
Not only world champions, but world champions as people that can serve society. Foreman is one of those young men.
Ollie's definitely slowing down. Look at his stamina, though. It's
Good counter punch.
now remember, if I can lower his stamina bar, it's the same as the health bar being low. He will go stunned.
What else is there, Teddy?
Well, there's legs. Start using your
So I don't have to just land headshots and get the health down. Like I said, the reason I like to do the headshots is you also get the benefit of getting the cuts opened up on them, and they have to heal those. So.
He returns the favor with an uppercut.
And we both got cuts going on, according to the damage meters.
And a good counter by Ali.
That's the first counter he's landed in a while.
Born, Teddy. But what about a guy's ability to withstand big punches? What about a guy's chin?
You know, that's an interesting point. Part of it is physical, and you know what it is? It's the neck. That's the shock absorber, but most of it's mental. You have to want to take the punches. You have to will yourself through the punches. This guy has
Oh, nice counter uppercut. Oh, his health is really getting low. Come on, Foreman, you got this.
Neither man coming off stride.
His health is low. Oh, I was going for it. I've thrown enough body shots with that. I thought he'd block up top. Oh, he did. Or down below, I mean.
Gotta love the work by George Foreman. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand.
Oh, another big body shot. Nice.
Foreman's in control here. You can just
Let's see, what's Ollie going to heal? Yeah, health probably, right? Oh, health and stamina. He played both. Great, he split it up. Now I'm going to do health recovery. Oh, I don't have enough. I'm going to wait. I hope I don't regret that, but I'm going to just get the big heal and be done.
One of the sins that you hear about is greed. That's the only thing that could beat him right now, is if he gets greedy.
He took a go of it to the body, but came up empty.
I'm not going for a victory on decision. I want the knockout. I don't trust judges on this boxing. I've had enough fights where I thought I was losing. It goes to the decision, and sometimes we've had split decisions. Sometimes I've won. I'm like, I didn't deserve that. I know how I played. Stamina's really low on him. If I could. Oh, so is mine. I got to back off where I get knocked myself. All right. Get my stamina all the way up. There we go.
Foreman dismisses that with a block.
Partial block.
Muhammad Ali is really being tested, and it may be a test that he actually failed before this fight, because I don't know that he came in tip-top shape. I just don't like the way he looks in terms of being a well-conditioned athlete right now.
Yeah, well, he looks a little soft. We talked about that. He looks like his body tone's not what it could have been, and also his weight was a little heavy. He's paying a price in those areas right now.
60 seconds to go in what has been a toe-to-toe.
His stamina's down.
Oh, what a great round. Good block by Ali.
His stamina's 0. Why is he not stunned?
How about that?
He's supposed to get stunned after his stamina's all the way down.
Being so very effective.
Oh my gosh.
And that's what you want. He's got pretty good hands.
Of course, my stamina was down too, but
no better way to use it than putting them together.
I might have to heal stamina instead of health because I got to get him where I need him.
Three-punch combination serves him well.
Good. Let's see here.
Doing it just the way he wants to do it, and that last
his damage is really rough on Ali. That's what's going to heal. He heals stamina. I think I am too. I mean, I'd like to heal the health, but I really need. I got to be able to put combinations together to take him down. And right now, I just don't have the.
Able to defend and then go on the offensive. George Foreman showing that he's got a lot of clubs in that golf bag. Good offensive skill set.
Yeah, and he's driving him right to that hole, or right to the head right there.
You know, interesting fun fact about George Foreman towards the end of his career, he didn't sit down in the corner at the break like everybody else does. He leaned. He just stood up and leaned on the ropes. And he was asked why he did that. He said, well, 2 reasons. He said, one, it's hard to stand up and sit down that many times in a fight. If you have to do it 12 times, that's like doing 12 squats. He's a big boy. I'm like, oh, I guess that kind of makes some sense. You know, instead of taking the, making that big effort of standing up and stuff, so he decided to sit. And then the second reason was he said his opponent's sitting down and they look up and he's a big dude and he just looks intimidating and there's a psychological edge. I don't know if it worked or not, but you can't argue with his career results. There he goes. I think we just won this fight. He's going to get up, but he's going to go back down. Oh, sorry, Mr. Ali. Definitely the most charismatic heavyweight of all time for sure, and one of the greatest fighters of all time, no doubt.
Be interesting to see how he responds here.
You know, we've always been able to see how he responds in a physical way and an athletic way.
Oh, that's it. Huge uppercut for the victory. Crunch. Oh, spit flying. All right, let's count him out. Is he going to get up? I'm shocked.
He has shown some guts in getting up yet again, but now he may need a little bit of luck to survive.
Oh.
Rushing blow up.
Good effort, Mr. Ali and George Foreman. In honor of your amazing career, your faithfulness to your family, your life, your ministry, your career, we thank you for all that you provided us with. Yes, he is. George Foreman is partying tonight in all kinds of ways. Here we are. Foreman for the victory. Let's take a look at the fight card before we call it a night.
George Foreman's your winner by knockout victory.
Well, I had it all on the scorecards, which I thought I probably did, but you never know. Wow. See, Judge 2 gave me every round. Judge 1, all but one round. The bottom judge gave 3 to Ali, so you got to be careful about that. That's why you want to just get in there, go for the knockout as much as possible. Again, once again, thank you, Mr. George Foreman. Until next time, it's been Crusader, and I am out.